Do you have trouble flooding your cuticles when you use gel? If you do, you are not alone. You are in the same boat as a lot of us are. What's up, nail crew? It's Nicole, your fellow nail obsessed DIYer, and today we're going to be talking about how I figured out the easiest way to not flood your cuticles when you're applying gels. Right now I have on full cover tips, and they are a coffin shape from Bubble Co. And I like to shape them into almonds. I keep trying to tell myself I'm going to do like a coffin or square shape, and then I end up shaping everything to almond. I can't help it. It's my favorite shape. One of my favorite things about these bubble tips is that they're already pre-etched, so I don't have to go over all the nails and buff the top of them to get them to be roughed up. They're already like that. All I do then, if I want to apply a product directly on it, a gel product or a dip product, if I'm doing gel, I just have to go in with my gel dehydrator and gel primer, and then if I'm using dip, I just wipe off the top of the nail and then go right in with dip base. Now, at first when I was doing this mani, I thought that I wanted to do French tips, so I did a thin layer of builder gel over top of all the nail tips. I used a baby pink from OG dip powder, and because in my head, I thought, you know what, I want to do some fall French tips, and then I end up not doing those because once I saw the colors that I wanted to use, I just wanted them all over my entire nails, and the French mani just like went out the window. But I'm actually somebody who's super rough on my nails, and I like them a little bit thicker. So if you're someone who likes your nails a little bit thicker, but you love using full cover tips, you can still apply a thin layer of builder gel all over your nails and, buff and shape that so that it's like the thickness that you like rather than having to extend them with builder gel as well. Then I went back in over the builder gel that had been cured and buffed and shaped, which I didn't really have to do much of because I already had the full cover tips on. I basically just had to file down to the thickness I want. So I dehydrate them and add primer again to make sure that my gels adhere to it really nicely. And this is my secret to not flooding my cuticles. I'm going to say it right now, and you guys will be able to see when I'm doing my mani what I mean by it. Use cream gels. I have been doing gels I started doing gels. That was the first thing I did when I did my nails back in 2019, summer of 2019. And I wasn't that good with gels. I kept flooding my cuticles. I could not figure out why I kept doing it. I watched a million YouTube tutorials and still was struggling with gels. Then anyways, I ended up moving on to dip and loved that. But the past probably 2 years, year and a half, I started using gels again because I remembered how much I really liked them and could do fun designs with them. And then recently I discovered these cream gels, pudding gels. People call them all different stuff, cream, pudding. They're basically what it is like a thick viscosity, thick consistency of the gel, and it doesn't run, which is amazing for somebody like me who tends to be a little bit heavy-handed and flood their cuticles because I'm a messy dipper. I'm a little bit wild and messy at doing gels too. So this is why the cream gels are basically made for somebody like me, or, if you're not messy like me and you just love how easy they are to use, they are so user friendly. I'm doing these gorgeous fall colored ones from Bubble. This 4-pack of colors is called Fashionably Late, and it is so perfect for fall manis, and it also has red and green in it. So if you want to transition into Christmas and winter and holiday manis, this would be a perfect one if you have like a smaller budget and you only have a budget for maybe 1 to 2 of these little 4-in-1 gels. And as soon as I saw this orange, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do some kind of cool combination of these colors. I'm not quite ready for green yet. Like green, if you've watched any of my videos, I've said a bunch of times, green is one of my least favorite colors. I really don't like a bright green, but I like dark greens. I don't know. I'm not quite ready for it because I know when holiday manis come, I'm going to be wearing it all the time. So I saw this orange and I wanted it to be at least on 2 fingers, which I ended up doing. And this is one of the things I love about these cream gels. Look how easily it's going on. You want to start by applying a layer of gel base over your entire nail and curing that. It really helps the cream gels go on so smoothly, so buttery. And I've said this before in another video I did with the bubble gels. They are like butter. It's literally like having butter on your nails in a gel form that's like just this beautifully perfect consistency. That I started doing my nails with gel back in summer of 2019. Doing the gels, I struggled so much because a lot of the gels I was using were very, very runny. I honestly, at this point, I don't even remember who I started with. I think I went on like Beyond Polish or one of those websites that carry a bunch of brands, and I bought like a bunch of random nail gels to try, and I just kept struggling flooding my cuticles. And even with the trick of taking acetone or isopropyl alcohol on a nail cleanup brush, I was still getting the gel like all over my nails or all over my cuticles. And back then I didn't know as much remotely as I did now. You definitely do not want to get gel on your skin. You don't want to cure gel on your skin because all those things can lead to allergies, lead to gel allergies. Do not touch gel with your skin. You basically, like, if you need to touch your nail, it needs to be either with some kind of like nail tool, or make sure you have a glove on your other hand, or something like that that's going to protect your skin. The more you expose your skin to gels, the more likely you are to get a gel allergy. And I'm going to be a huge proponent of saying this, so you'll hear me say this in a lot of my videos. Like, I try to be super, super careful. I want to use gels as long as I possibly can because, I mean, look at this gorgeous blue color. How could I not want to wear it? Like, it is gorgeous. So I got a little bit on my skin, and I made sure I immediately took my angled eyeshadow or angled cleanup tool with some acetone on it and got it off my skin before I even kept going on my mani. So you can see when I'm applying it, it literally goes exactly where you put the brush. It's almost like builder gel in that builder gel does not move around very much. I mean, it moves ever so slightly, but like if it's just such a really nice viscosity that it is not moving and flying all over the place. Not that gels fly, but it's not running all over the place that you have to worry about it getting all of your nails. Or in between fingers, I still flash cure. Even though the gel's not moving, I know myself, I know I'm really messy and I'll probably end up bumping something. So I like to flash cure. I have a little lamp, which I didn't show in this video. It's the little bubble lamp that comes with it. It's a mini curing light, and I just stick my nail in there for a couple seconds so that I know the gels are exactly where I want them to be placed. And I do that whether I'm using cream gels or regular gels. And like, look at this red is going on so beautifully. It's a deep, I'm terrible with like what colors are officially called. It's a deep, darker red, and it's going on so nicely, so smoothly. And you can see, I mean, I haven't even added top coat to my nails and look how shiny they are. This is so easy. If you are just starting and you're on the struggle train with applying gels, but you love how they look, love how shiny they are, like how quick they are, these cream gels are going to be for you. And I've tried, I gotta think, I think I've tried 4 or 5 brands, and these are definitely the creamiest, the easiest to use. They go on nicely. A couple of the other ones I tried were, especially one brand that's super popular from Amazon that, I saw all these content creators wear and like say was amazing. It was so streaky on me. I couldn't figure out how they got it to not be super streaky. So when I tried these, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a cream gel that is not super streaky. This is amazing. Some other really good tips that I have when you're doing gel manis is make sure that you fully cure your nails in between each layer after you've flash cured them from nail to nail. I have forgotten this in the past and then realized, oh my gosh, my nails have not cured. Like, what is going on? I couldn't figure out why. And then I realized I totally forgot to cure one of my layers. All of my nails I forget if it was the first or second layer, were only flash cured for 10 seconds, 5, some of them. So whatever gels you're using, you want to make sure you do the curing time that the instructions say. These bubble ones are 60 seconds. So I cure my 4 fingers at once. I cure my pinky through pointer finger first or second, but I make sure that I cure the 4 of them together for 60 seconds. And then I always cure my thumb separately. I've realized that I put my thumb at a funny angle when I put it in the lamp to cure. So if I don't put it in by itself, I end up not fully curing it because it's tilted at like a weird angle. And then some of the gel, depending on, whatever layer it is, will pull down at the one side of my finger. So I've forgotten before and put it in for top coat and realized like, this isn't what my nails look like. What happened to my gel? Remember that I kind of tilt my thumbnail in towards the other fingers. So that's why I always make sure that I cure my thumbs separately. With these gels too, you can go right in with the top coat. The color gels are sticky enough that you don't need to put another layer of base coat. Some of the ones I've used, depending on like how thick they are, how thick I want on my nails, sometimes I'll add another layer or two of gel base, but especially since I did the builder gel under this, I definitely didn't need another layer of gel base over top of the colors before I went in with my top coat. You can see from here, these are insanely shiny, and I've worn these bubble gels for about a week. I want to say it was 6 to 8 days. I can't remember exactly how much. They were still crazy shiny at the end of the week, just as much as they were. That to me is something that like makes me super happy because I want my nails to be shiny for as long as I'm wearing them. If you're still struggling with how to put on your full cover tips underneath your manis, check out this next video and let me help you. Thanks so much for joining me today, Nail Crew.